Hi everyone, I'm Reena Augustine and welcome to Community Impact. What a pleasure to be here at the show along with this amazing lady whom I'm going to introduce you, who is called Maria Artango. She is the CEO of Connect Employment, CEO of Employment Mentoring and Coaching. She's a domestic violence survivor and a board member of Women Empowerment and Leadership Association. She is also a secretary of Sunnybank Chambers of Commerce. Maria has not stopped helping other women who are subject to domestic violence. Maria's work towards prevention of domestic violence include collaborating with other communities, providing refuge, accommodation, and food to women experiencing domestic violence. She also helps women by attending court hearings and liaising with couples who have difficulty in managing their personal life. She has a master's degree in business management, and she's also recognized and awarded the Asian Women Leadership Award by Tony Abbott, the former Australian Prime Minister. She has been won and given a lot of awards in her community. Right now, she is a founder of One Heart and Women Empowerment and Leadership, helping women Australia and overseas. She loves travels, and while traveling, she also empowers women by sharing her story. Right now, Maria is in the studio, who actually owns a magazine called the Wow Magazine and a book that's called 50 Women with Inspiring Story. So please welcome the gorgeous Maria Artango. Hi, Maria.
Hi.
Oh my God, so glad to have you here.
Yes.
Maria, you have done so much in the community as well as for the women, and you shared the story, and while I was speaking to you in so many community events, that what you have gone through. So I know you want to share that. So why do you help the women so much?
I suppose, our life skills, story, and it's made that a lot of impact. And I think for me is those experience that I have, I don't want to see any woman's experience what I experience, and I hate to say that. But it's part of our life. I suppose it's a part of our life that we have to experience those. But at the same times, I have to choose those experience. Either I go on that path, or I can change about my living life. Why I'm focusing about that story that I experienced is more on I can use that to, empower other women. The more I story, obviously, the more I share my story, the more it help me to heal myself. And by doing that, is maybe some other people can align on my story, and then some other people it might not. In some people, I can make some significant impacts to them, and that they can turn around. If they can turn around of their experience of whatever trauma that they can experience, and use that to change by sharing my story for who I am today. So I never stop helping women because, like I said, I've been through on that road.
Yeah.
And I know how they feel. And
How long back was that, if I can ask?
I was married for 25 years, and this is the only man that I know in my entire life. As a school sweetheart, as we grew up as a school sweetheart until we get married, and he's the only man that I know for those 26 years of marriage. And obviously, it's not all fairy tales that we, as a woman's experience of how, when you're young, in the young age, obviously you dream to have a boyfriend, the dream that you want to have. And I have everything of that in my growing. Obviously, people know in this country, around the world, I was married with such an amazing person, obviously. It's a high-profile person and a champion of Australia and international. And I never expected that life can change in one day.
Wow.
Yeah, so as a woman's dream, obviously, I have all that. But my focus on those experiences that we have in our life, never think that in your mindset or in your system, don't put in that system in your mind that when you find someone or you find that my life is beautiful, never think that way.
Okay. Why?
Why? Because lives change.
Okay.
Every single one of us in this world, they can change. They can change around the way how how we live, the way how human being can change that.
But don't you think when you are in a beautiful relationship, we should accept and enjoy that moment rather than thinking that, no, this is it,
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes,
Yeah?
exactly. So I never regret on those what
Okay,
happened to
that's
me.
good.
And
Good to hear.
honestly, I never regret. And the most experience as a woman's like myself or anybody on that road, you have as an amazing life. Obviously, at this, we learn from all those beautiful things. Don't, like what everyone said, there are two sides of the story.
Yeah.
There are two sides of things that you can't only blame a person.
No,
one
you
person.
can't clap with one hand.
Yes, yes. So you can't just think only is everything is beautiful. No.
Yeah.
But likewise, it's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice for every single one of us what you want to do. So I never regret all those what happened to me because I, like I said, God's given me this. On those current moment, 26 years married, I basically humbled to have experienced that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those experience that I have, I use that now. That yes, still you can have this amazing life if you know how to find them. To find them is obviously learn from those experience.
So that is
Yeah.
what you do. You actually mentor women. So
Yes.
tell me more about that.
Yes. Okay. So obviously, in this country or wherever country you are, you need to educate yourself. Education for us on my culture is very important. As a Chinese or whatever it is, this is, hey, yes, you're not gonna do anything. As growing as like I'm always a princess in the family. There's always a little princess in the family, and my mom and my dad said, hey, education is the number one in this country, especially no matter what, is still you're Asian, even you're growing up here. And sorry to say that, but now realizing it now for myself that education is number one.
Wow.
For every single one of us. So that education is take me for who I am as a qualified as a life coach, and not only as a life coach doing it, but it's more on to that. In additional of obviously in the educations. You have to study all those qualifications to be able to have that recognized in Australia and also in overseas, internationally. So for me as a coaching, for the last, always in my heart, always that, through my experience, always in my heart that I always have to share with people. I always have connected with people. And I sharing of things that what I learn as not only as education or experience of face to face with people. There's a lack of people who are really true for themselves that willing to help other person. Like now is helping so many women, not only in Australia, around the world that I've been mentoring, coaching, sharing, obviously as a speaker. And mentoring is in coaching or whatever you're going to call yourself, it's about truthful, authentic to yourself.
Yeah.
Because everything come out of who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And also your experience. So using your experience and the education, it will come out, easily how you can mentor people, how can you coach people. So for me, is coaching and mentoring is very important for me, how I can help this person.
Yeah, Maria, you said that you went through TV, and how did you come out of it? Who mentored you? Who coached you?
That's a very good one. Okay, so I think as obviously as a culture or a backgrounds of my parents is all professional. My dad is in the army. My mom is as a high recognized in this country as a property developer. And for me is my parents taught me. He said you need to be humble. You need to love yourself, and you have to help people. So I use that all the time, even though they're not here now. I know they're watching it. Their spirit is with me. But what I'm saying is how I get out from that situation. And my dad said to me, no, you can. All this what happening to you, embrace it.
That's very good advice.
Embrace it, because it's not only you. It's happened to everybody. Mm-hmm. But you need to be in control yourself. You need to, what is your priority? You want to live or you want to go on that path? So I choose to live. And to get out from that situation, obviously, take time is a lot of challenges, challenges that I go through. Mm-hmm. But that challenges does make me strong for who I am today. I get out from that situation. Now, obviously, the last, 6 years now since I divorced my ex-husband, I do more on focusing about myself to get out from that trauma. The trauma is about loving me more, finding about who I am, finding about what I want to do in life.
So loving you more, finding about who you are. How do we do that?
How I do that is basically it's more on spending my time. It's about spending my time or being alone. Mm-hmm. And respecting myself. Yes, I need this. My body telling me I need to be alone. If I'm in this kind of situation, I'm, every day you have your life, personal life, and then your work and the people around you in the community, whatever it is. And then when my body tell me that my brain's telling me, hey, you need your alone time. Yeah. And that's what I do. I'm more focusing about myself, or I eliminate every single one of those things that's affecting me. Yeah. Affecting about myself. I don't put it in myself. I put boundaries of things, or I block it when it comes to any issue that affecting my brain or affecting my body. I do alone time. I break that to myself.
So spending time with yourself.
Yes. So that's one, I'm spending on time myself, and also a lot of meditation and
Maria. That's number one. Very good.
So I do a lot of meditation, and obviously I get involved into the coaching, and I meet some amazing, inspiring women that they're the ones can help you.
That's right.
But you need to be in the right circle of women. That these women are basically been through the same as you are. That's the ones she can help you quicker. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, some of them, obviously, they are not aligned to you. Mm-hmm. They are not aligned of what you want to release.
So what do we do with those women?
So those women who are on myself, how I release all those trauma or experience that I have, like what I said, the more I share my story, the more I talk about it, the more it's come out naturally. It's my baggage. Like if I share my story, I just feel like so relaxed.
That's the way. Hey, that's the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Maria Aratango, my guest, will be right back. Thank you.
Singh Fabrications, the leading Brisbane light metal fabricators. We have over 25 years industry experience, specialising in steel balustrades, screens, stringers, columns, bollards, fences and gates. We offer quality hand welding and sheet metal fabrication services for residential, commercial and industrial projects. No job is too small or too big, and we offer a free measure and quote for your upcoming project. We tailor custom solutions to your needs. Singh Fabrications, a commitment to professional service and compelling value for money. Our work stands out from the rest. See for yourself at singhfab.com.au.
Welcome back, everybody. My guest, Maria Tango, who's the founder of One Heart Women Empowerment. Maria, the name is amazing. So how long back did you start this organization?
Okay, I start One Heart Women Empowerment maybe around 8 months now. Yes. Yeah.
And why?
Why? I suppose I'm always with women. I don't know. It's about, I feel so humble and always connected with women. I suppose because of, what I do, my entire life is about inspiring women. And women's empowerment is basically, obviously as a leaders, as a business or as a leaders, we always I'm always on that role. My first job as a corporate, obviously, is as a leadership. That's what I do. Now, how I put it, One Heart. Because One Heart is about every single one of us have heart, right? But if you have the heart, it's basically you can focus on everything is good things.
Yeah.
Good things with everything. Everything about humans, everything about, natures. I put it all together in one basket. That's why I said it takes time for me to come up with some names for such a long time.
It's a nice name. I love it. One Heart Women Empowerment.
Yes.
So you are doing some photo shoot right now along with the ladies, and there's some conference coming up. So what is it all about?
Yes, of course. Like I said, I was doing a lot of photo shoot because we're doing some events, which is a One Heart Humanity fashion show. It's the title of our show is One Heart Humanity fashion show. Why I doing that? Because this is all the women that I've been interviewed with 50 women with successful story, and obviously this one I put it all together. That's with the 50 inspiring women, they sharing this story, and it come up into obviously every single one of these women, they have, like I said, a successful story. Not only is involved from domestic violence, or it can be successful as a marriage or relationship or whatever. And this show that I put it, once again, it's not only about the show, it's about women come together as unity, as a person that you can be able to look up to themselves. Yes, I would like to shine to myself. I want to do something for myself. That women's not doing anything for themselves.
So you're creating a platform for them.
Yes.
And giving them the opportunity so that they can come up.
Correct. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Apart from having your own companies running that, this is a project that you're doing.
Yes, that's correct.
So when's the conference, Maria?
Okay, so our first conference, obviously, on the 29th of August, which that's our, our first event, and we have 3 events actually. So we're doing the photo shoots. This is our 3rd photo shoot already. Those models, they all volunteered, and they all inspiring women. They all have story to share. So I'm focusing on women to involve in this event. Is not as is really ordinary woman. You know, so this event is about showcasing all these women that they've been through so much in their life, and they are shining to come onto the stage and just be helping to each other. And so that's what it's all about. Is One Heart Humanity is about women's inspiring women that they want to shine, they want to have a voice for themselves.
So that's 29th of August is the first
29th
event?
August. So that's first event. Our second event, obviously, there's the Asia Pacific Summit, which is this massive one, and looking forward for this one.
When is that?
That's on a 4th of December.
4th of December?
Yes, because this
in
one
Brisbane?
in Brisbane.
Yeah.
It's going to be in City Hall because it's a massive event, and we have international speaker for this one. Obviously, you know, if God willing, that it can open the borders. Some of them they're gonna come here, and some of them obviously, if it's not, it's going to be Zoom. So we have 3 events coming on 29th of August, which is a fashion show sharing their story with inspiring women. It's totally different for this one, and the second one is on September 24, which is in Redcliffe Festival.
What is it called?
This
what
one
is it about?
It's Australia. They call it the Redcliffe Festival for all Australian. And I've been a couple of days ago to obviously meet the Moreton Bay business chambers the other day, and we put it all together, all those people involved in this, and they asked me to, as a speaker, and also to organize some of the show over there. And that's basically on the September.
I love Redcliffe. Redcliffe is so beautiful. I love it. I love that area.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on the Redcliffe cliff.
Explain it itself.
Yeah. All right. Wow. So Maria, so you're doing so much for the community here, and you look after yourself. The best thing what I liked about what you said is you need to look after yourself. You need to know who you are, right? Unless and until you don't know that, you cannot love anyone else.
No.
You can't look after anyone else.
No.
And as long as you look after yourself, you can then go on and help as
shine.
many as you can.
Yes.
So this all in a gist, if I can, what I see you as is a woman who actually has gone through what you said that, your dad said many women go through this. But you didn't sit and cry.
No.
You stood up and you became the voice.
Yes.
And you're coaching and mentoring the women out there, telling them, hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
Let's get up and do something.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
So Maria, how can we find you? Where can we find you if we want to follow you?
Okay, so we have One Heart Woman Empowerment in our page on Facebook, and also you can find us as well in LinkedIn. Just Google Maria Tinga, obviously. And we have a lot of poster coming out now in the Eventbrite about our shows. And so the show on 29 is obviously is already in the Eventbrite, and flyers running around. So we're preparing now for September as well. So the thing that I want, why is One Heart? Because this One Heart is for everybody. Everybody have a heart. But if we come together as using your heart, is make a big impact for everyone. Not only for yourself, obviously for everybody. Because when a person come out and shine and see what you do, like what is important is about yourself first. You need to love yourself first. And then when you have that heart that you loving yourself, everything come out. And then the people can see that. Everything is come out to you naturally. So this is the reason why I put it as One Heart Humanity. Because it's all about humanity.
Yeah.
But you first and then the humanity. If you have that heart, loving yourself first, and you become loving the humanity. Not only the humanity, for me, my power is nature's. I always connected with water. I always connected with trees. And that's basically how you become glowing, or you become so inspirations to other women.
Nature and trees.
Yes. Water and trees. That's my power and my healer. And that's helped me for who I am today. As I release all the trauma, I won't say that it's happened overnight, obviously, but it takes time. You just have to focus what you want. Either you want to leave or you're just going to cry. If you want to see the life, you can have such an amazing life. Life is beautiful if you know how to find it. Where you find that is you. It's you yourself.
Wow. Pleasure having you here, Maria, and knowing that, there's women out there who is open and welcoming to the other women and supporting them. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for amazing woman as you are.
Thank
always.
you, Maria. Thank you.